On the morning of October 14th, 2017, drivers and hikers across northern Montana began reporting a peculiar anomaly on their navigation systems. A town called Wardenclyffe suddenly appeared on Google Maps, Apple Maps, Garmin, and other GPS platforms, located in a remote area approximately 37 miles northeast of Havre, Montana, near the Canadian border. What made this appearance extraordinary was that no such town existed, neither in present day nor in historical records of the region. Yet for 3 days, digital maps displayed Wardenclyffe as a settlement with streets, amenities, and even businesses. The digital footprint showed a population of approximately 2,300 people, a main street with shops, a post office, and a small regional airport. Dennis Riker, a geology professor from Montana State University, was the first to physically investigate the location. "I was updating field research maps when I noticed this town I'd never heard of," Riker recounted. "Since I was only about 80 miles south, I decided to drive up and see what was there." What Riker found when he arrived at the GPS coordinates on October 15th was nothing but open prairie and farmland. No buildings, no roads matching the digital map, no airport, just windswept grassland and a few scattered agricultural properties typical of the region. The strangest part was that my GPS still showed I was in the center of this non-existent town, Riker said. "According to my phone, I was standing in the middle of a town square with a bank to my left and a hardware store to my right, but there was literally nothing there." Local resident Marjorie Hemsworth, whose family had farmed land in the area for 3 generations, was equally baffled. "We've been here since 1938, and there's never been a town called Wardenclyffe anywhere in this county," she stated. The digital ghost town featured unusual details that caught the attention of internet sleuths. Street names included Tesla Avenue, Marconi Boulevard, and Edison Street, all pioneers in early radio and electrical technology. The town's business listings included enterprises with equally curious names: Longitudinal Energy Company, Wireless Transmission Cafe, and Etheric Supply and Provisions. By October 17th, the digital anomaly had attracted national attention. Technology journalists contacted mapping companies for an explanation, while dozens of curious visitors drove to the empty location, all confirming there was no physical town to match the digital one appearing on their devices. On the morning of October 18th, as suddenly as it had appeared, Wardenclyffe vanished from all digital maps simultaneously. Subsequent reviews of mapping data archives showed no record of the town ever being added. It was as if the digital cartographic anomaly had not only disappeared, but had erased its own history. Google and Apple issued nearly identical statements, both claiming a temporary data processing error had caused the phantom town to appear. Neither company offered details on how such an error could create an entirely fictional town, with detailed street layouts and business information across multiple independent mapping platforms simultaneously. The name Wardenclyffe itself provided the only potential historical connection. It was the name of Nikola Tesla's early 20th century laboratory in Long Island, New York, where he had attempted to create a worldwide wireless communication and power transmission system, a project that never fully materialized. Computer forensics experts who later examined the case suggested that no conventional software glitch could explain the coordinated appearance and disappearance across multiple platforms. The consistency of the town's detailed information across different mapping services suggested some form of deliberate external data injection rather than random error. The Wardenclyffe anomaly remains one of the most thoroughly documented cases of what digital cartographers now call phantom digital geography. Locations that exist only in digital space, without physical counterparts, appearing and disappearing from our collective technological consciousness without explanation.